Welcome back to Straight Up Facts. I'm your host, Robert Smith, and today I have Lavender Gooms here with me. And today we're going to be talking about some topics. The layout will be a little bit different today, and we'll just kind of be spitballing. Pretty much just the same ludicrous stuff being said, and we're going to be trying to figure things out. Is there anything you'd like to say to start off?
Well, you might have to change it to a few people trying to figure things out, unless I'm one of the guys.
Oh, that's true. I guess I never really planned on having a female on here originally, but I guess within 3 episodes that it's bound to happen. Now I was in Second and Charles, I'd say maybe a year ago, up in Virginia, and I saw a Lil Wayne album on vinyl. Okay. And I did not expect to find such an artist on vinyl still. And I thought it was... let's just say I had some questions. Mm-hmm. One, what is the benefit of listening to Lil Wayne on vinyl? What subtle nuances are you getting from there? And the main question came from, and here's where I need your input. Here's where maybe you can answer my question.
Yes.
When the bass drops, does the record skip?
That is an interesting question. Probably to answer the first question, why it's on vinyl, is because Lil Wayne's supposedly very popular.
Supposedly? So do you support Lil Wayne? Do you like his music? Personally, do you like his music? I'm a fan. I'm not going to say I'm his biggest fan, but if he comes on the radio, I'll probably listen.
I don't really know a lot of Lil Wayne songs. That
right.
Probably breaks a lot of people's hearts. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
But, the whole vinyl thing is coming back. I have a lot of friends that are obsessed with vinyl. I don't exactly understand. I think it's cool, but,
All right. So you're just not a fan of the vinyl to start with. You're just not... You don't understand it. You'd rather just have it on your iPod and stuff for convenience.
Pandora?
All right. But now, when that bass does drop, and like if when you're walking with your CD player, and then you jostle it, it'll skip.
It'll shake.
Now, does the same thing happen with your Victrola?
Maybe it shakes, but I feel like it doesn't shake that much because it's in a controlled little circle thing.
A little circle thing? A little turntable?
Yes.
Yeah, now I still feel like it'll skip to the next track. I feel like once the hype gets too high, Victrola I don't think ever expected to have so much hype on a turntable. Yeah.
It's like
but
smoother. And...
But the weird thing is Victrola's still pumping them out where they've got USB ports on them now and stuff. But I still don't think that they understood that they would perhaps the possibility that someone of that genre of music would want to bust in to this, I'd say,
type of music?
Just a way of playing music, this culture. So I'd argue that Victrola having a turntable, having a record player is definitely something that you have to go $100 in just to be able to play it, and then you have to buy the music. You can buy a phone, get to Wi-Fi, and just start playing music.
For free, yeah.
For free. And the vinyls are definitely more expensive than a CD.
Do you think things like VCRs are going to be, even though they're still in our time, eventually going to be a comeback? Because, vinyls, died, and then you got hipster kids bringing back the vinyls. Do you think that'll be a hipster commodity?
I think, like lambskin condoms, that a select few people do like the feel of records, just as some people do like the feel of lambskin condoms.
I wouldn't know.
I know it. For us for those people, not us, but for those people out there that don't have as much girth, the lambskin definitely does allow a little bit more girth, and plus it's for the frugal. You can.
How much does it cost?
Well, the benefit of it is you just rinse it out. And you can use it again. Absolutely. And, let's say you're on the go, you can put cash in it. It's leather.
So you're going to put cash in it, and then you can put your dick in it. It's like, it's kind of
No, you
like
pull the
a-
cash out. I mean, that's how you're paying for it, right?
I mean, it's kind of like a stripper prostitute. I mean, you put cash in, not in, but you put cash in to get the prostitute. And
Yeah,
then
I guess.
There's cash all along them.
Oh, okay.
So you're
well,
touching
yeah.
cash to penis.
All right, cash to penis.
Cash to penis.
I think that's the two main things that we think with as men is cash and penises.
Yeah.
How much does it cost, and will I get laid? Are definitely the two answers or two questions that we ask.
Can only think with one head at a time.
Now I'd have to argue against that because this one, the little head is definitely giving you a direction. It's giving you an order, but your big head has to come. It has to think. A dumb guy with a smart penis, I don't think he's going to get very far. I think you have to have the smart head to get your dumb penis somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to get yourself somewhere, I guess.
But to answer your question, I don't think there is a market or a benefit for watching VHS because I think that the vinyl adds a little extra layer of something to your music. There's something about listening to classical music or certain genres of music on vinyl. Whereas VHS is definitely going to be beaten out of by Blu-ray.
You get the little fuzzies, that adds a little extra.
Yeah, the little fuzzies.
Sometimes you have to hit your TV, make it like go and.
Oh no. See, but like you're getting more in depth. Like I didn't realize how spoiled I was by Blu-ray.
Oh, you didn't get the VHS life.
No, I got VHS Life. I was watching Ninja Turtles on it.
Leonardo for the win.
There's a lot of things that I'm seeing out there that's just kind of making me think now. What about you? What have you seen something out there that's just kind of made you just kind of like stop, like take a minute, and then you thought about it, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna stop thinking about this. I'm gonna go somewhere else now, and I'm never gonna think about this again. And then steadily it creeps back in your mind. You're like, but what if? Because that was 2 years ago. And for some reason, that 10-second encounter with the Lil Wayne album on vinyl is still with me, and I didn't even buy it. So there's
As the
nothing
kids
out
would
there
say.
that makes you think.
Maybe like not influencers. What's the word? People that become popular for doing nothing, like the Cash Me Outside girl.
The Cash Me Outside
I
girl.
was
So
just
Danielle
checking-
Bregoli.
Yeah, I was checking my phone. She's on my Snapchat.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Now
do
her
anything.
Twitter feed alone is actually projected to produce her something like $1 million every year just by the ad revenue on that.
Yeah, how does someone just say one thing and magically they're like multi-million?
So I think that's
And how do
all
they
due
keep it
to
up? They don't do anything. Like they're not singers.
internet culture. Internet culture, I think, is a very finicky thing where you don't. It is almost impossible to try to guess what's going to be. I mean, look at memes. Look at how they come, like
Oh my
memes
gosh.
of people,
Memes.
because that's really what she is.
Memes.
And she is a meme, but I think she figured out that there was something about her, just maybe being so terrible in a way that does not affect other people. So she's arguably she could be considered terrible.
Oh,
Terrible,
Yes.
right? But not like Hitler. Like Hitler
That's a
affected people, right?
different level of
It-
terrible.
Well, no, it's more of like Hitler more of affected people
Mhm.
and was evil for that. But I'm not saying evil, I'm saying just terrible. Like, you're a terrible person, and while it's not affecting me, it does trigger me to an extent
Yeah.
that I now think about you. And that makes me angry more, to the point that now I have to tell someone about that. And I think that's kind of what the internet found in her.
It's like also, I could say Kim Kardashian. What did her father?
So her
Was popular?
father won a lot of money
Yes.
in a lawsuit or a
Robert.
criminal
Kardashian.
case with O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
Okay, so he gets all that money. So they were already wealthy, but now they got all this extra money, right? He gets fame as being a freaking great lawyer for getting O.J. Simpson off, right?
Yes.
So they get more money down the road. And then she sucks, I think, Ray J's dick on camera.
Yes, I've accidentally seen the
And we
video.
were all like, I'm going to watch that. Even though, looking back at it now, it is probably one of the worst celebrity pornos.
I
Purely
love that
because
movie.
Ray J wouldn't shut up in it. And it's more
It's
about...
very egotistical.
Not so much. It's just that in porn, you never want to hear the guy talk, and you want to see as little of him. There's only one reason why he's there, and that's to provide a penis. Okay?
That's correct.
And we're there for the female. Everybody is there for the female. Nobody wants to see the dick.
What about females?
Nobody wants to see the dick. Okay? Because it's a POV. It's a POV. Okay? So it's not like you can see, like, his body or anything. It's literally just like... It's like abs down, and it's just not a good video, and the quality certainly wasn't good because the lights were off and stuff, and it's very poorly lit.
Leads me to another question. When guys watch porn, do they feel like a moment of this seems gay because you do see the guy's penis?
I certainly, when I started out at a too young of an age, when I started out, I had to watch purely lesbian and solo porn.
Lesbian porn is very nice.
Lesbian porn is very nice, and I was like, there's not a dick in sight, okay?
Yes.
The closest thing. But then I realized that my variety was very limited in that. And
There's a lot of lesbian.
there is a lot of
porn.
lesbian porn, but I never got to see the mashups that I wanted to see in the actors. And there's something about having a guy there where they kind of go harder than most females will on another female. And I think it's that primal instinct that's kind of driving it. That you're able to see more acting quality almost out of it.
Well, there's the pizza guy acting.
There is the pizza guy
The
acting.
very bad acting.
The whole thing is an
It's
act,
funny,
really.
though.
The whole
I enjoy
act.
it.
The whole thing is an act, not just the intro and all that, but the whole thing is an act.
Yes, it's a very
And
show
I-
business.
And so I had to work my way into having a penis in the cam. Okay, and
How's that make you feel?
How's that- how's that make me
Therapist
feel?
about this.
no, it's just like now POV
Mm-hmm.
is probably a big thing for me, because I get to see everything I want to see, but I get the bare minimum of what I have to get in there. But the worst is when it's POV and you've got a beautiful actress and he won't shut his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
I'm
Ray J.
like Ray J, and I'm like, Ray J, why did you want to make this about you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all you had to do was take a Sharpie and write on your penis, Ray J. And we would have gotten it. And we would have been like, that's Ray J's dick. Cool. We know who the other person in the film. But I can guarantee you that no stray dude out there has ever gone out and typed in Ray J sex tape.
No, it's Kim Kardashian.
It's the Kim
sex.
Kardashian one, because we will always look up the female, because that's what we're getting off on. We're never going to get off on who the dude is. I can count on one hand the number of male porn stars I know.
My mother with that one porn star.
Oh, Ron Jeremy. That's right.
She knew that one.
Yeah, well, Ron Jeremy is kind of he's almost a household name in a way for porn. It's
Kind
like
of.
he kind of brought porn into the whole, hey, look at my dick, like...
Which
Like-
we looked up, wasn't it like 9
Well,
inches?
yeah, I mean, but at the time, it was like, just average Joe Schmo that they were getting off the street, and then somebody comes in almost double digits.
I'm like,
And yeah, okay, but I guess now the new Ron Jeremy, if you will, would be
I don't watch
Johnny
porn that
Sins.
much.
Johnny Sins. He's the one that they're gonna Pornhub's putting in space.
That'd be
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't watch
yeah,
porn
yeah.
that much, but I would watch that one.
Yeah. No, we talked about him in the last podcast and whether or not if you were in space and you ejaculated,
I
if
feel
it
like
would
would
thrust
float.
you, would it thrust you back a little bit? And we came to the conclusion, no, not very much. because
it would definitely float.
it would definitely float. It wouldn't float. It would probably just shoot forward
Yeah,
because
but
it comes out pretty fast.
they're doing it in anti-gravity, right?
And anti-gravity, but it's just gonna keep going. So it's like rocketing through space.
Eventually, it's gonna stop though.
When it hits something, there's no resistance in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna get on a control panel.
We will
So
have to
they've
wait
got to
and see.
finish in the mouth or inside.
Do porn stars they finish inside?
Some do. Some do. That is a category.
Because then there's like the chance of like possible pregnancy.
Yeah, there is. There is. Plan B on 95% success rate if taken within 12 hours.
Scares me that you know that, but I'm proud at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta take that risk. You gotta take that risk.
I just wonder how much it would cost, like people, if you can be a poor person and just be ejaculated in, or if you have to be like a rich person. It's like Viagra. Like
Viagra is very expensive for no reason.
it's like, oh, we can get it down to $19 a pill.
$19 a pill. Now
If you work with us.
that's like AIDS like money at that point. Like the AIDS pill or HIV pill.
I think AIDS and HIV is a little bit more necessary to sustain life.
Absolutely, but I mean,
I mean,
you're talking about
Viagra creates life,
creates
but
life.
we have
That's
a
right.
lot of people on this earth already, so
Yeah. So that brings up an interesting. Would you rather keep new people from being born? Okay.
mhm.
So if you had to invest in one of these pills, Viagra or HIV medicine, which would you pick? And here's what's going to happen. If you invest in the Viagra, population shoots up.
Yes.
But the HIV is never discovered. It's never discovered, like the medicine for it, never discovered, and people keep dying from it. Or would you invest in the HIV medicine and save the people that are already alive and keep old people from fucking?
Is it just old people?
Oh, I mean, I'd say primarily old people are using it.
Because technically, the older you get, the more of a chance you can create.
Erectile dysfunction and stuff.
Well, I meant like babies with problems.
True.
So I mean, there's nothing wrong with people that are born with like
They're retarded.
problems.
I'm gonna say that word,
I have an
retarded.
uncle.
That's fine,
But anyway,
but
so I mean, I feel like the other one because I mean, we already are gonna create enough children just
Yeah.
through regular sex.
yeah,
So I mean, I'd rather like save the people already alive, and then you lessen the chance. Again, I think they're great people, but you lessen the chance of having more people with problems. That's gonna create a little bit harder of a
so you're
lives.
saying don't let old people fuck. If you were running for like office or something, you'd say stop old people fucking now, save the kids with HIV. That's pretty much what you're saying right
Sure.
now. All right. See, I'm gonna play the opposite.
Why is that?
I'm gonna play the opposite because I like fucking.
Okay, but you can do it without it.
I can for now. But what if I develop early onset erectile dysfunction and I need something? Okay?
Okay, but what if you get like AIDS or HIV?
AIDS or HIV. I mean, I'd rather have HIV and still be able to have sex and spread it.
Why would you want to spread it?
Why would I want to spread it? Because I want population control.
Oh my Jesus.
And
Mary, Joseph.
maybe not everybody is as terrible as me and they'll stop having sex. Okay? So people are definitely fucking more because there's Viagra, right? But I'm going around and I'm spreading HIV and AIDS.
So you're literally.
And I'm like, and I'm not doing the whole thing where like, I'm not telling them. I'm telling them I have HIV and
Well,
AIDS.
it's illegal apparently not to tell people.
Well, it is illegal except for in the state of California.
Well, that's only one out of.
Last I checked, they were trying to pass a bill to remove this stigma behind, like, they were saying that it was like treating them like outsiders, but there is that one guy that went and had sex with like 26 people and infected like 20 of them or something, and they contracted HIV, and now they have to deal with that for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I think you should have to tell somebody before that, because if you know you have, if you didn't know you have it, that's a different story.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I'm not going to tell these people, and I'm going to have sex with as many people as I can. Now, remember, this is literally to save the world. This is to save the world. The world is overpopulating here.
Saving the world.
Okay,
One
so I'm giving
penis at a
HIV,
time.
HIV to like a lot of people, and I'd have to start having sex with dudes.
So
Okay, to try to get them, because they're using Viagra.
You're a power top, right?
I'm a power top. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So like you can say that, you know, I fucked you,
Yeah.
and
And then I'd have all my like literal fucking disciples go out
what
and
are you,
spray.
Jesus? You have to have
I'm
12 if you're gonna do
Jesus.
that. Jesus.
Okay, and so now I'm
Instead
having
of spreading the water, spreading
the HIV.
diseases.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, and so now we're spreading that, and it's killing a lot more people. And I feel like that would help population control. Is it the nicest thing?
No, it's
Absolutely
terrible.
not.
I
I'm
feel like
spreading
you're gonna-
a terrible disease.
It's gonna be like the next Hitler regime.
I would say that was a little bit more organized.
If you're organizing it, you're planning, like you know how many people you have had sex with.
Yes,
It's like,
but
I've had
I don't
sex
know
with
how many
30
I'm going to
people.
have sex with tomorrow.
If you make a plan, you can have a planner. It's called the sex planner.
Yeah, okay, but you still need consent from these people. Like, I'm not a monster.
Oh,
I'm just giving them AIDS.
Okay.
I'm just giving them AIDS.
You're just giving them AIDS. You're not a monster.
I'm not a monster. I'm just not telling them that I'm going to give them a terrible disease that will end their life, or at least severely shorten it, because I purposely invested in Viagra so I could get a boner,
Okay, so
and
that,
purposely went out of my way to have sex with somebody with HIV, and purposely did not invest in the medicine that would cure them, or at least make their...
So, would you be a serial killer?
Would I be a...
I feel like you
I
would.
think that would be a way of serial killing.
This is like a new. This should be a new comic.
I don't think that should ever be a comic. I think that should be the farthest
People like
thing.
you would read it.
Yeah, maybe. But I think that would be the way out of those two scenarios. That I feel like that would be the better option if we were reaching like super high like population spikes, and we really had to like bring them down. I feel like that would be the way to go.
I feel like there are better ways.
I'm just saying out of those two scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that and at least people are getting laid out of that scenario.
Yeah.
Old people are getting laid too. Old people's saggy,
I don't want to think about it.
wrinkly testicles are just
Please.
slapping up against,
Please stop.
just smacking each other's limp,
I'm not gonna think about
saggy,
that until I'm
wrinkly-
old. Then it'll be like,
wrinkly bodies.
that's hot.
Like I don't think they're gonna be slurping.
It'll be more like,
I think.
no, that's hot. I dropped my dentures.
Oh no,
my
I
gosh.
would say a blowjob without dentures would definitely sell the whole market on.
But wouldn't it be too gummy? It would be like,
Would it?
because I feel like their gums.
There's no chance of teeth.
I know, but I feel like their gums are like weird.
Yeah, but like penises are like
It's weird.
yeah, penises are weird.
It's very true.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's where we're gonna wrap this one up at.
Okay.
Is
Penises being weird.
penises being weird? That's definitely a moral of the story. As much as I love mine, penises are weird. I would have sex with people to save the world and give AIDS to people to save the world.
Simultaneously, Jesus and Hitler with your disciples.
I
basically.
I would say I'm Hitler.
Hitler? That's Hitler's brother. A little slightly nicer.
A cousin.
Cousins.
They're loosely related. And so I think that's where we're going to end. I think we covered some good topics,
Yes.
from Lil Wayne to AIDS. Some might
Kardashian.
argue that all of these things are in the same area, same ballpark, depending on how much of a fan you are. Anyways, this wraps up another episode of Straight Up Facts. Again, I'm Robert Smith, joined by Lavender Gooms, and we hope to have you back on the show again another time. Bye.